We're here at Donington Park, the home of Formula E, for one of the championship's first test days. The headquarters and team facilities opened here a couple of months ago, the same time the teams first received the Renault Spark vehicles they'll be racing with. The test days have been free to attend, giving the public an opportunity to see and hear the cars for the first time, as well as get excited about the upcoming season. Make no mistake though, these days are vital for the teams, and the only chance they have to get the cars prepped for the first race in Beijing. We're not here just to take in the whir of the engines, of course, and have been speaking with the Virgin Racing team about what they've learned with their track time here and how they hope to innovate for upcoming seasons.
We are learning a lot because we are starting from scratch. We know how race cars operate and we know how to set them up, but these cars are brand new to us. So we have to learn about the chassis and the car itself in terms of aero package and downforce and mechanical grip and all these things. But most importantly, we have to learn about the electric powertrain in terms of power, in terms of longevity, in terms of power consumption, in terms of all these things that we need to understand, all this data that we need to gather and analyze in order to go racing.
We've focused a lot on learning about the battery, learning about the regen paddle, learning about how the life span of the battery decreases, and obviously then doing some fast laps as well.
We are doing a lot of short runs, full power, to really set up the car and the balance of the car perfectly for qualifying. But having said that, we also do long runs, which is our race simulation, or to evaluate our race pace. And that's definitely not on full power. The power is reduced from 200 to about 130 kilowatts. And that allows us to do the race distance based on the battery we have.
Advancing EV technology in ways that can rapidly reach consumer cars has been one of Formula E's mottos since its inception. And while there are races to be won, all teams have a gentleman's agreement to honour this goal.
We are all in agreement, both Formula E Holdings, the promoter, and the race teams, that we should not waste energy and resources into developing aerodynamic and chassis technologies because it's not needed for the car industry. So we all agreed that we are going to focus our energy on the powertrain.
It is actually highly exciting, the fact that this is kind of pioneering stuff. This is the first series to do anything like this. It's very unique in that respect. You can't really compare it to Formula 1 or IndyCar or GP2.
In the petrol racing world, usually your cycle is about 10 years. If you develop new injectors on petrol, usually it takes at least 10 years for this technology to trickle down to road cars. In the electric car industry, we can do that in 6 months because when we are going to work, as you know, on the battery itself, on the cells, on the energy density, on the motors, on the gearbox, on reducing friction, but also on the overall efficiency of the system. That's what makes ultimately the whole difference. Most of this is battery related in terms of cells and chemistry and software, which means by definition that can translate to a road car very, very quickly. And if you look at what's been happening in the electric motorbike industry, the electric motorbikes in 5 years have progressed as much as the petrol motorbikes in 70 years. We would like to show that we've made so many advances in battery technology that instead of having 2 cars per driver, we can just have 1 car per driver.
It's unlikely we'll hear much about what's being developed behind closed doors until next season, when the teams can really start to modify the cars. In the meantime though, there's the small matter of 10 city street circuits to compete on.
We're hoping that when we race globally, young fans and current motorsport fans will see these cars, see them race, wheel to wheel, millimetres away from the sides of the track around these amazing streets and think, wow, this is really cool.
It's a great marketing platform to showcase electric cars and what they can do and how not boring they are and how fast they are and then all these things that's great for the electric vehicle industry. The real purpose is really to drive innovation and to do what motor racing is all about, which is great entertainment, but also the best platform to put the most talented engineers onto a problem and solve the problem.